Throughout the week, B caught up with Fremantle superstar Gemma Houghton. Let's have a look at what they got up to.
Hey Gemma, thank you so much for joining us on Yokayi Footy. How are you today?
Morning, Bianca. Thank you for having me. I'm very well.
That's great. Before we get started, who's your mob and where are you from?
Yeah, so I'm currently in Perth. My mob are from up north, the Indigenous tribe in Roebourne, and yeah.
Deadly. So that's Noongar country, yeah?
Yes, yeah, Noongar country.
What is your one thing that you've brought on?
It was our first weekend without footy, which was a bit strange. So my one thing, I've got a photo here, which is of our team this year. So it's us at Optus Stadium in the first ever women's derby, which was very special, and obviously we got the 4 points against them. But to be able to share that moment with them, it's history, and to have that stadium filled in WA was just a really special moment that I guess, will go down in the books.
So you've had an outstanding season, very consistent. Did you go into this season differently as your game seems to be getting better and better, or has it not changed?
Yeah, I think this year I played a bit of a different role. So normally I have my twin tower, which is Ebony Antonio down the forward line, and this season she played a different role going up on the wing and also playing down back when she needed. And so for me, I guess we've got a quite young forward line in the likes of Sabrina Duffy and Roxy Rue, who you would have seen this season were incredible players. So for me, it was sort of standing up in a bit of that leadership role to help them with their specific roles on game day. But I guess, we're very lucky that we kept a lot of our team. So I guess we're just building on that connection that we've had from last season.
Tell us a little bit about the announcement that there was no more games. What was that like for you?
Yeah, well, actually, it's an interesting story. I actually found out when I was at the beach. So it was a Sunday and I was in Fremantle doing my recovery from the game before. And, we have a WhatsApp group. It obviously got announced in there that our season was cancelled. It wasn't postponed. And for us, that instant feeling of disbelief, and then I guess it sort of sunk in that, that's it, the season's done. And I guess all our hard work that we'd put in, obviously being undefeated 7 games in a row, there were 2 games left, not during the regular season, but 2 games left of a final and a grand final. And to not know, I guess, where we would have ended up is probably a little bit uneasy. But, obviously at the end of the day, it had to be done. And our safety is the most important thing.
What is your Yokayi moment?
It would have been last weekend. Obviously, we kind of went into that game not knowing it would be our last. But, it was our last game, and it was a final at home at Fremantle Oval, which is something that you really dream of, to play a final in your home backyard. And we ended up beating Gold Coast Suns by 70 points, and we just had fun. So, I think that's my Yokayi moment for this year so far.
Now talk to us a little bit about the Indigenous talent at Fremantle and who you're excited to be playing alongside.
Yeah, well, at the moment, I think last year we actually had 8, but obviously with West Coast coming into the competition, a few of those players jumped ship. But the likes of Sabrina Duffy, we were very fortunate to have Mia Ray Clifford, who's a Yorta woman, come over from Geelong and play this year, and she was incredible as well. But I guess the girls coming through the competition, the likes of Naira Anderson, she's just an incredible young player, and no doubt we'll see her on a list. If it's not ours, definitely a list in the years to come. Amara Cameron, she's a young girl. Obviously, she's at West Coast, but again, so much talent, so much potential, and it's really good to have young girls like that already leading the way.
If you could be stuck with one team player in isolation, who would it be and why?
Well, I'd like to say Ebony Antonio, but I feel like she'd annoy me after day 3. But I reckon it'd be Ashley Sharp, because she's up to date with all her TikToks, and I think she'd keep me entertained for a while.
Now, our mob are very vulnerable to the coronavirus, and I just wanted to ask if you have any messages that you'd like to share with them.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess just, during this time of chaos to stay calm. And, you know, if you do have elderly people or, your nan, your pop or whatever, really try and stay away if you don't need to be near them. You can always call someone, have a phone call and speak over the phone. But I guess when you go visit them, you're exposing them to whatever you've been around, and you might not know what you've been around. So we want to keep each other safe. We want everyone around us for a long time. And by doing that, it's just stay away unless you really have to go see them.
Thank you so much, Gemma, for joining us. You're an absolute superstar. Hopefully I can see you grab that premiership flag and absolutely take it with Freo. So thank you for joining us on Yokayi Footy.
No worries. Thanks heaps for having me, Bianca.